Spanish and English. The words faded and water-stained. A dozen or more tourists sat on the benches or milled around nearby, waiting for the boat. Seeing them felt like spotting a rare animal in the brush. Paul's first instinct was to approach quietly, lest he startle them away. He had taken at least 2 wrong turnings before finally finding this path, adding several kilometers to what had already been a long hike. His pack felt like a boulder on his back. His muscles ached, and the skin along his shoulders felt rubbed raw. The pack was heavier than when he'd first come to the Amazon. Then, he'd been weighed down with freeze-dried food packets, energy bars, a water purifier, his sleeping bag, and hundreds of sample containers. The weight eliminated by eating the food, however, was more than taken up with the fungi samples he'd collected. Many of them species never before cataloged or studied. He had even dumped his waterproof blanket and some extra clothing to make room for as many samples as he could carry. He approached the gaggle of tourists. These were a hardier breed than you would find at Disney World or the Eiffel Tower. Mostly young singles, searching for adventure far from home. The shorter, more accessible tours started from Santarém, closer to the coast and civilization. The longer tours made it down as far as Manaus to see the meeting of the waters, where the Rio Negro emptied into the Amazon in great swirling spirals of silt. But very few tourists ventured this far past Manaus, and those who did tended to be serious hikers and campers, looking to get beyond the veneer of wilderness and experience the reality. Judging from their bedrolls, this group had probably been dropped off the day before and spent a night out here, pitting their bravery against the darkness. They might not have slept much, but they talked animatedly, with the charged energy of people who had stared danger in the face and come out the other side. Paul joined them, knowing that he looked the part. He was young and fitted out with the latest gear, though his beard was perhaps a little longer and his pack larger than the others. He doubted any of them had 20 pounds of mushrooms on their backs. He eased the pack to the ground and stretched luxuriously. This was his 3rd scientific foray into the Amazon, and it had been by far the most productive. "Hey, where did you come from?" a voice said. He turned to see an attractive young woman studying his face with a half-smile on her own. She was blonde and fit, with a restless energy that kept her bouncing on the balls of her feet, like a runner keeping limber before the start of a race. "Don't tell me you've been here all along and we haven't met." He stuck out his hand. "I'm Paul." She took it and grinned. "Maisie." "How long have you been waiting for the boat?" he asked. "An hour," she said. "Seriously, though, you just appeared out of nowhere. Where did you come from? Were you camping on your own?" "I've been moving around, collecting samples for my research," he said, giving his pack a kick. "What are you, some kind of scientist?" "A mycologist. I study fungi." "Well, that must be exciting," she said, with a laugh that was both pleasant and meant she didn't think it sounded exciting at all. "It can be," he said. "There are so many species out here. People are always finding new kinds with amazing properties. A few years ago, somebody came back with a mushroom that can grow on oil spills and chemical dumps, literally soak up the waste and turn it into a thriving ecology." That got her interested, and Paul thought she was sincere, not just humoring him. Her questions were insightful, and he found himself talking freely. It would be good to have somebody to help pass the monotony of the ride home. Riverboat schedules on the Amazon were notorious.